Hi guys, welcome back to Sadler Nails. I'm going to be trying out, reviewing the new Madam Glam mini wireless e-file. This was sent to me in their advent calendar and I waited to open it so I could do a little review video for you guys. So when you open it up, it has these little instructions here. And then the device itself is in this little bag. It does have some good weight to it. And then it has this little blue silicone plug where the bits, which covers up where the bits go. And it did come with one bit. And I did notice here it's broken. That kind of sucks. But it actually didn't affect the way that it worked. So that's good. But I noticed later on that it was broken and I wasn't sure if I broke it or not. But then when I went back and looked at my video, sure enough, it came broken out of the package, unfortunately. And it does come with this micro USB charger cord, so you can charge it. And then I'm also going to be trying out Polygel for the first time. This was also sent to me in the advent calendar with the brush as well. One side is a spatula and the other side is a brush. So while the e-file is charging, we are going to try to sculpt some polygel nails. Okay, so I am not doing a full prep. I am just going to push back my cuticles and then scrape off any cuticle that is stuck onto my nail plate. I'm not going to etch my nail plate because of the amount of time, like how often I do my nails. I really don't like to do that step because every time you do that step, you do take off a layer of your natural nail and you just eventually really thin them out. So I just avoid that step altogether. So next, I did do a layer of the Madam Glam base coat and I cured that. And then I am using these are the only forms I have by, what is it, CUCCIO, I think. I think that's how you say it. I'll put it all in the description, but they're just regular forms. I like them. So what you want to do, I'm no pro at forms or sculpting. I just try to line the form up flush with my free edge, and then I make sure that the tip is in line with my cuticle. And now I'm first coming in with their clear gel. I'll put all the names in the description box. And I first tried putting it down onto the spatula, doing the nails on myself. I honestly didn't like doing that because then I had to clean the spatula off while the gel was sitting on my nail. It just made everything very awkward. I am just using 99% alcohol as the slip solution. I did not receive any slip solution in the advent calendar, and from every other video I've watched on polygel, everyone says that isopropyl alcohol is essentially the same thing, so that is what I'm using here. So I loved this stuff, guys. Like, I've never used acrylic before, mainly just because of the strong scent of it. I've always worked out of my house. I have 2 young children. I don't have proper ventilation to be using acrylic, but I've always wanted to use acrylic. And this to me seemed to be the most like acrylic feel, I guess, but not actually being acrylic. I don't know. I loved it. So I'll show you on the next nail that I do exactly how I would suggest doing the polygel. This was the first nail that I did, and then I obviously got better as I went along. I initially wanted to do this clear nail very thin because then I wanted to do like a color over it, and then I ended up using too much gel and we just ended up building out a whole nail there. So after I sculpted it out, I cured it for 30 seconds under my LED light, and then I just pulled off the form, and there's the nail. I'm also very surprised at how clear this gel is. It's not very foggy at all. I would love to try encapsulating some chunky glitter with it on a press-on to see how it works. Maybe I'll do another YouTube tutorial on that to see how it performs encapsulating some glitter. So I just hand filed this. The e-file wasn't fully charged yet, but I do use the e-file later on this video, so stick with me, guys. Now I am using the pink polygel, and as you can see here, I decided to just put it directly onto my nail. And this one is changing color. I didn't realize it changed color until I started using it, but you can see it is going like a very light pink transparent as it warms up. So here are the tips I have. When you're putting the gel down, put the bulk of the gel down where your apex would be, and then really saturate your brush in the isopropyl alcohol, so that it can really glide over the gel. And if you feel it start to get sticky, you're going to want to wipe your brush off onto a cotton pad or some paper towel, and then fill it up with the alcohol again. And you can see here it is very, very slippery when your brush is filled up with the alcohol, or AKA slip solution. I guess that's why they call it that. So yeah, I'm just using my brush to basically smooth out the nail, make sure I have a nice apex. I will say that the clear was much easier to use than this colored polygel. I'm not sure. This wasn't too much more difficult, but in regards to, I guess, leveling it, I found the clear was a lot easier to use. So yeah, I'm just using my brush, and I'm working pretty slow here because this was my first time, and I really enjoyed, I enjoyed working with this product. So I just took my time and I built the nails out, and I absolutely loved it. I haven't built or sculpted nails in a really long time, and I must say I miss it. So I cured this one. Now I'm pulling off the form, wiping off that dispersion layer, and you can see here the color of the gel when it is fully warmed up. So now I'm using the e-file, and this was very easy to use. I don't normally use an e-file. I typically hand file, so I was very excited to receive this, and it is a safety bit, so it will not cut your cuticles, even with mine being broken at the tip. I do use it a little bit more later on, you guys, just to show you. That was my first time using it, and this nail didn't have too much gel on it, and I didn't want to mess it up by filing too much off. So I didn't use the e-file too much on that nail. Now I'm doing my middle finger. I just put down some base coat, and then we're going to sculpt this one. I'm putting that little extra piece down on the center just to give the form some more stability when you fold it over. So I guess it doesn't really collapse on you in the middle. I don't know. Every video I've seen on this, that is what they do. So that is what I do. And now I'm just putting the form on, making sure it is flush with my free edge so that there's no gap between the form and your free edge that gel can seep under. And then I also make sure that it is straight with my cuticle. And so now we're using the clear sculpting or polygel again, and I'm putting it directly where the apex would be. And then we're dipping our brush back into the alcohol, and we're just going to push the gel down towards the cuticle, keeping it behind your brush. So that's a good tip, is to keep the gel behind your brush, push it up to the cuticle, keeping the bulk where your apex is. And then you're going to brush the rest of the gel down towards your tip and sculpt out the free edge of your extension. What I love about this too is I did it all in one step. Like, I didn't have to do multiple layers of gel. I didn't make the tip first and then build the rest of the nail. I just found this to be a very quick way to sculpt out an entire nail with one bulk of product. I guess it's like a one bead method that you would say when you're using acrylic. Yeah, guys, I freaking love this stuff. If I ever go back to doing nails in a salon, like if COVID goes away and I'm able to actually take customers, I think this is what I will be using versus like a builder gel. I think I'm going to be using polygel. Now, keep in mind, I have never used any other brand. This is the very, very, very first time I've ever used this stuff, okay? So, I don't know. If you want to try it for the first time, I guess get Madam Glam, because it really works amazingly. And I would say I'm a beginner with polygel. Also considering that I've never really used acrylic before either. So there, see how I was getting better, guys? So see how I progressed as I went on. This nail, the middle nail was sculpted much better than my first two. So now let's go on to the index finger. I guess you can see I'm alternating the gels, obviously, to try them out. So once again, put the bulk of it at your apex, and then push the gel up to your cuticle and then out to the free edge. And I definitely used a little bit too much gel on this nail, but you can also tell, I guess, like I was saying previously, how it's a little bit harder to level out than the clear. That, or maybe you could just see it more. I don't know. Either way, I felt that the clear was definitely easier to sculpt than this pink one. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what polygel or acrygel brands you've tried that maybe I should try out. Yeah, let's start a conversation in the comments about polygel. So for my thumb, I wanted to try this other color they sent me called Vintage Orchid. It is like a clear, sheer, rusty brown color. I personally did not like it against my skin tone. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments on the color of this. I honestly just did not like it. It does go a little bit more sheer towards the cuticle. But this one, I must say, was the easiest to sculpt with. It was even easier than the clear, like the fully clear polygel. So it's got that going for it. But this color, I don't know about this color, guys. Do you like it? Let me know in the comments if you like the color of this polygel. And either this gel was the easiest to work with, or I just progressively got a lot better, because this nail looks so much better than the rest of them and doesn't even really need that much filing to shape it. So definitely always remove that dispersion layer before you do any filing or shaping, or else you're gonna come into some difficulties. So now we're going to use the e-file some more. So it does have just one speed, but it does go in forward and reverse, so you can use it with your right or your left hand. And I did find the speed of it was actually quite perfect for sculpting or shaping out the nail. This bit that they provided with it was also really great for shaping. And to be honest, it'll probably work well for when I want to remove these nails. I'm going to look into the other bits that they offer on their website and maybe get some more of them to try out. If I do, I'll do another tutorial on that. The method I'm using here for shaping the nail is basically the method that Young Nails uses. So if you want to learn that, go over to Young Nails channel and just learn it from them, okay? Like, they're the absolute best teachers at how to use an e-file, in my opinion. So just go on over to Young Nails and binge watch all their videos. You'll get lost once you go over there. So binge watch my videos first and then go over to Young Nails. So then I'm going to polish the clear nails with another one of Madam Glam's products. This one also is a thermal polish, so it goes, when it heats up, it goes to a sheer pink, kind of like the Polygel. So that is why I decided to use this. And obviously you can see here, I'm going for a Valentine's Day look. So I'm just putting the first coat of this down directly onto the filed polygel. I'm not putting down another base coat. Gel will stick to a buffed gel. It sticks to gel. So you do not need to use another layer of base coat here. You can just come directly in with your gel polish. I really like the Madam Glam gel polishes. I have had no issues with them whatsoever. They are very, very pigmented, obviously the ones that don't go clear, like this one. But for nail art, I find them to be very pigmented and great to work with. So I would definitely look into checking them out. And you can get 40% off if you use my discount code BeckyTK40. Now, because that other color went sheer when it heated up and you could see this gross brown through it, I decided to change up the color for the thumbnail with this neon pink, also from Madam Glam. All these came in their advent calendar that they so graciously sent me. I absolutely loved the entire thing. The experience was just amazing. Like a freaking nail advent calendar. It was awesome. Now I'm just coming in with a second coat of gel polish, and the thumb is looking so much better that we've covered up that rusty brown. I don't know, maybe if your whole hand was done with it, it would look nice because it did really ombre out nice. I don't know, maybe just the color is just not flattering on me. I want to like it. Always wiping off any gel you get on your skin before curing. And now we're going to do some nail art, I guess. I honestly had a little bit of a creative block, I guess, when it came to this set. So I just decided to put a little heart on the pinky nail, and I just use a dotting tool to put 2 little dots beside each other. You do not want them touching. Make sure there's space. And then I use a little detail brush to, I guess, paint out the rest of the heart. For my thumb, I'm using some Acrylic Glitter Balm, which is a silver magnetic polish. And I'm just using the magnet here to kind of, I guess, put a design in with the polish. I haven't used magnetic polishes too much, so I'm still getting a hang of this magnet. I decided I did not like the rectangular end, so then I came in with the smaller circle side of the magnet, and I found that I had a lot more control of the, I don't know, what is it, metal fragments? What is in this polish? I do not know. Yeah, and then after I cured that, I then covered it with this neon pink jelly from Joya Mia. If you're getting into magnetic polishes, I would honestly suggest just getting a silver and then building up your collection of jelly polishes, because you can just get much more use out of your jellies, in my mind, than out of a bunch of different color magnetic polishes. That's just my opinion. So now I'm just coming in with some Ugly Duckling No Wipe top coat just to seal in the gel polish. Ugly Duckling No Wipe, if you have been watching my channel, you know that this is now my absolute favorite no wipe gel polish. The Madam Glam No Wipe gel polish is comparable though. It is good, guys. I prefer this one. So now on my ring finger, I decided I'm going to use some of my new water decals. My Little Pony, just because I wanted to. She's pink and my nails are pink. So you all know I always put my decals down onto a cured base coat because it just provides the perfect stickiness for that water decal to adhere to. You cut it out, dip it in water for a few seconds, dry it off, and then place it onto your nail where you'd like it. Now, if you don't get it put down exactly where you want it, you do have some time to slide it around. And then once you do have the decal in place, you're going to want to press down all the sides and push out all the bubbles. I personally like to use the rounded side of my cuticle pusher, and then I also sometimes use a silicone tool to press out all the bubbles and flatten the nail. And then once you have your decal all down and flat, we are applying another layer of base coat to seal it in and bring back a dispersion layer on top of the decal that our top coat is going to stick to. So after my base coat has cured, I'm now coming in with a no wipe top coat, making sure to seal in the edges, especially the free edge. I don't normally cap my free edges, but if I am doing a decal, I will cap it. And then next, I am going to file and buff this top coat just to make sure that decal is nice and smooth. And then we're going to do a final top coat to seal it all in one more time. And trust me, guys, your decals are not going to peel if this is the way you apply them, I promise you. And this buffing block is by Bioseaweed gel, in case you're wondering. And then I'm now coming in with Ugly Duckling's No Wipe top coat to seal that baby in everywhere. I love these decals. I love my decals, guys. You can get them from www www.sadlerupnails.com. You can choose them on transparent or white paper. This one obviously is on transparent because I wanted to show the transition of color when the nail heats up and cools down. As you can see right now, it's cooling down and she's kind of disappearing. So now I decided to make my index and middle finger matte. So I'm just coming in with Ugly Duckling's matte top coat on these two nails to seal them all in. My index finger is my favorite. Look at the shape of that. I can't believe I did that. Ugly Duckling's matte top coat does have a dispersion layer that needs to be wiped off, but as soon as you wipe that off, you reveal the most gorgeous matte finish. Now, this step is really cool, guys. I'm going to show you how to make your own poly gel or sculpting gel, I guess. So what you do is put down a little dollop of gel polish and then mix that in with some clear acrylic powder. Now, I did put a little bit too much here, but that's okay. Just mix in the amount you need until you get that gel to be a good sculpting consistency. And then what we're going to do is sculpt out a little tiny heart onto my index finger. Once you have it mixed up to the consistency you like, pick up a small amount and place it onto the nail where you want to sculpt your whatever you're sculpting. I'm putting a little heart, obviously, because this is a Valentine's Day set. Now I am just using the same Madam Glam Polygel brush, and I'm dipping it into the isopropyl alcohol, using it like a slip solution, and I am sculpting the shape of the heart. I decided I did not want to use the polygel because I didn't want this heart to change color. I wanted it to stay pink while the rest of the nail when it changed color. So that is why I decided to make my own little poly gel or gum gel. Some people call this gum gel. This is a technique I have been doing since before poly gel has even come onto the market. I have not ever sculpted an entire nail like this, but for small little things like hearts or maybe like a little bow or a flower, it is absolutely perfect. And then once I cured it, I did wipe off the dispersion layer just to get any gel color that bled out onto my matte top coat. And then I came in with my glossy no wipe Ugly Duckling, using a detail brush to just paint over the little heart. And then after I cured it, this is what it looks like. So this is the set and my first time using polygel. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Lots more to come, guys. Bye.